only work hamstrings and glutes. Spent about 40, 60 minutes. Carla's going to say 10 minutes, but I spent about 40, 60 minutes doing hamstrings and glutes only. Because doing hamstrings and glutes only strengthens your back. And when you've had back surgery or back problems, or you carried a hot tub and you ended up in the emergency room, those little fibers and those little tendons help a lot. It was about 5 years ago, me and Darius, I don't know if some of you guys may remember Darius, we're carrying a hot tub, just 2 minutes, we're carrying a hot tub down the stairs of a patio porch, and it was about 16 steps. And the house was right here, and the hand railing was right here. And the hot tub was this wide, and it was just me and Darius because you could only put 2 people on the stairwell. You couldn't put people side by side because 2 people were too wide, you weren't going to fit. So me and Darius took the mother load. He was on the bottom, I was on the top. We actually removed the handrail because when the hot tub is on its side and it's so tall, it was actually hitting the roof line, the hangover of the roof, gutters and all that stuff. So we had to take off the handrail, and we had to shoulder dolly it, and we had to lean it. So we're going down the stairs with a hot tub leaned, only 2 guys, and it was probably about 1,000 pounds. And we're going step by step by step. And my spine and my body's like this, going down the 16 stairs, because I had to lean it, and I had to make sure not to hit the roof line because I didn't want to damage, I didn't want to replace the roof. So all in all, we got the hot tub down there. And once we got down there and the adrenaline wore off, I basically buckled to my knees. Basically, my L5, L4 got squirted out like juice or gushers, and had to go in, get some more juice added to my spine. So that was about 5, 6 years ago. I say that because you want to make sure you work those around about muscles so that when you have an injury, it's not if, it's when you have an injury. Everybody's going to get hurt. Whether you're at Muscle Up Movers or you're at home, you're going to get hurt. Or you're on the ball field or you're carrying a piece of item on a Muscle Up Mover non-day, you're going to get hurt. So those little fibers, those little tendons like hamstrings and glutes or elbows and shoulders or rotator cuffs, those things are really, really important. So always make sure you're working your body out and you're not just focusing on chest and you're not just focusing on biceps. I say all that because we want to make sure we work those little muscles out. I got a little muscle at home. Her name's Jocelyn Rose. We call her Baby J. She's about to turn 10, and I want to talk about her little muscles. Friday, she comes home with a fundraiser. Who likes fundraisers? Got to sell cookies for school. How much are you going to pay for cookies for school, Marquez? $1 a pack? Okay, cool. She can't come talk to you. How much would you pay for a pack of cookies?
Are they the 22 pack? Like $20? It has like a bunch of them in it?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I know what you're talking
$20 pack of cookies. And my daughter has a sheet of 27. And the sheet is 27. And she's like, Dad, tomorrow I want to go sell some cookies. And I'm like, $20 cookies? Okay. How you planning on doing this, my little 9-year-old muscle? She says, well, I'm going to knock on doors. And I said, okay, you're 9 years old and you're telling me you want to sell this because if she sells 75 boxes, 75 times 20 is about $1,400. If she sells $1,400, she gets a $75 gift card. She's driven.
That's big money.
She is driven. We go door to door, this 9-year-old knocking door to door, and within 1 hour she brings in $182. And she ain't done. I said, well, baby, we got to get home because brother's watching baby and I can't let him watch him for an hour. So she's hustling as a little muscle up mover, knocking on door to door. In 1 hour, she made $182. And I want to call that a tip because she has to show up, shake hands, put on a smile, and say, hi, I'm Jocelyn Rose. I'm in a contest and I'm trying to sell cookies. Do you want to buy any? That's her line. Hi, I'm Jocelyn Rose. And I'm in a contest and I'm trying to sell cookies. In 1 hour, she got $182.
I use to sell curves. I know what she's going to do.
So I say that because you guys are approaching a door or you're leaving a customer's house and you're saying, hi, I'm Wade and I'm in a contest and they're giving out Xboxes and cash prizes for Christmases. Would you like to give me a review? Are y'all saying that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Some of y'all are.
Yeah, I'm saying it a little
I've seen
different
some
than
reviews. You can say whatever you want, but for this 9-year-old, it worked. She made $182 an hour. Have y'all done that lately?
Nope.
Y'all better take some notes from Jocelyn Rose. I say that because I want to make sure you guys this weekend, there was a lot of reviews, and I'm like applauding. This is awesome. We're getting reviews, we're getting photos, we're getting contest results. It's only been 4 days. It's looking promising. It looks fun. I want you guys to win an Xbox. I want you guys to win cash. Don't let me put my little baby girl in this contest. She may take you guys. Yeah. Waddell met her. He was there Saturday. He put together a bed. Thank you, Waddell. And Adrian and Jimmy did. That's not Jimmy. So I want to talk about that. Make sure you guys are, and when you press upon a customer, the whole time you're at a customer's house, whether it's 1 hour or 8 hours, you should use their name, Miss Rogers, Mrs. B, whatever you want. You should be using their name every 5 to 15 minutes. Mr. B, where do you want this? Yep. Mr. Rogers, where do you want this? How would you like this? Would you like me to do this? You know, you communicating with customers, you're building that wow factor, and you're going to get a tip. Because some of you guys are getting really magnificent tips. You guys should be building that rapport. Next thing I want to talk about is asking for days off. If I get a message every morning from some other individual saying, hey, I can't make it in today, I'm going to say, did you follow protocol? Because protocol is 7-day request. You can't just be like, oh, I'm not going to make it in today because I got something going on. If you don't know in advance your schedule, this may not be a place we want you to work, or you may not need to work. There are hiccups and emergencies, but if you just had something that you already had planned, you got to ask off 7 days in advance. And you don't message me, you don't message Aquil. You go to crew calendar, you find the date you want off, you press the plus button, and you say request off. You put in a reason and information. If you don't know how to request off, don't leave here this morning without knowing how to request off. Doing walkthroughs, I talked about that. When you're doing the walkthrough and you're introducing yourself and we want to impress you today, make sure you use those really magnificent words. We want to impress you today. What's your expectations? That's a really good question to ask on your first date. What are your expectations? Are you just looking for a free dinner? Or are you looking for a long-term commitment? What's your expectations of your move today? Are you looking for your 4-hour estimate? Or are you looking for your 9-hour estimate? Are you wanting just to take extra care of your furniture? Or you want us to skedaddle through the house and get it done because you're on a budget? Ask them what their expectations are. But you don't get started until you get signatures. All those signature forms should be signed and they should be uploaded. We're still not getting signatures uploaded. We're still not getting signature signs because, they were in a rush. The dog wags the tail. The tail doesn't wag the dog. How's that go?
Get it out of there.
That's how it goes? I need to get that dog. One thing I want to mention is Frank brought this up. Guys, we want you to call in. We want you to get blessings. But this new world that we live in, there's telemarketers and spam calls and warranty calls and save your student loan calls all day, every day, and they're even coming from 256 numbers. If you call somebody, I don't care if it's at Muscled Up Movers or if it's outside of Muscled Up Movers, if they don't answer, it's probably because they don't want a spam call. So just in general for life, when you call somebody, whether it's Frank or me or anybody else outside of this world, and they don't answer, shoot them a text message or shoot them a voicemail saying, hey, this is Marquez. Call me back ASAP, or I'm trying to get a blessing. Because I'm not going to answer a call if you're not programmed in my phone. My phone number's been around since 1999, and it's on every telemarketing list. And since I'm a business owner and it's recorded at the courthouse, everybody calls this number, and if it ain't programmed, it ain't getting answered. So if you call me and you don't think it's programmed, you better send me a text message. Frank told me the same thing. There's a lot of individuals in this room that's going to tell you the exact same thing. So just in general, if somebody don't answer your call, don't be like, they didn't answer. Be like, maybe I should send them a text message. Or a voicemail. My voicemail says, don't leave a voicemail. I don't check my voicemail. I don't. I ain't gonna check it.
I don't have a voicemail.
There you go. Also, when you call Carla and Lori, I'm gonna let Carla explain this. You gotta hit extension 5. You wanna take this so it's recorded?
So you guys know that now we've set it up so that extension 5 rings for both Lori and myself. I will pick it up if I'm available, okay? I will not pick it up if I'm not available, but she will, and she can bless your invoice. So I got a call yesterday from a TL who has my number. The only reason he has my number is because he was previously in management. And so I blessed the invoice, but then the TL called right back, and the customer wanted to talk to me. So now I have a conversation that's not recorded. And of course, the customer's disputing the balance of the invoice because why should I be charged more time when your third guy left? I was quoted 4 hours and 45 minutes. And I said, sir, we don't do quotes. We do, however, do estimates. And the office is closed right now, so I can go ahead and make this top priority tomorrow morning. You guys, I don't know how many times I've told you the conversations I have to be recorded to protect the company and to protect you. So please, if you happen to have my number and you need something, text me. I'll call you back from a recorded line. Message me on Crew. I'll call you back from a recorded line. Hit extension 5. I'll pick up on a recorded line. It is really important that you guys follow protocol. And I understand you want to get home. You're tired. It's late. I get it. I want you to get home. I hate hearing that people were out till 3 a.m. the other day. And yet I was impressed that some of those same people turned around and were here at 7 the following morning. So, wow. Please follow protocol. It is so important. And I feel like you guys are not quite hearing us. And so it kind of complicates everybody's world when people aren't following protocol. Who's ever been in direct sales? Direct sales, like you knock door to door?
Oh, yeah.
You cold called on people? How do you make money?
Yes. It's got
How?
to go get it.
Your first
Yeah.
impression.
You sure right. Yes,
In the
ma'am.
first 20 seconds, you've made or lost the
You
sale.
did, you sure right.
Right?
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
first,
Okay.
when they
Sell
first,
curves.
first
That was
shipped
good
it,
instead of
So
curves.
to echo what Joe is saying,
Oh,
every time you guys walk into a customer's house, your first 20 seconds are
Wow,
gonna
man.
make or sell, they're gonna make or lose you that tip. His little girl's an entrepreneur at heart. Mine is also an entrepreneur, but I don't believe that she's going to be an entrepreneur, and let me explain why. My daughter has a dog walking business in the neighborhood. She's acquired that business by walking our dog. She's also acquired that business because a lot of those people know me. So she's already kind of 1 foot in, okay? She's not really not having to knock on doors and hustle. But I like the fact that her work ethic is already being established. You guys establish your work ethic every day that you come to work, or every day that you choose to not come to work. That establishes your work ethic as well. You know, I have customers, I think a lot of you have recently heard, I'm looking at making some changes with my business. And I had customers come to me and say, I'll pay more if you don't move. And I said, okay. Effective December 1st, there will be a price increase. Thank you. Your customers will pay for your work ethic. And my customers have told me time and time again, I like working with you, you're funny. I'm really not, but, and you have a strong work ethic. Would you like to define yourself by your work ethic?
Yes, ma'am.
Or do you want to just define yourself by your wallet? Because you can make money without having a strong work ethic.
yes, ma'am.
You can all go do some crazy hustles and come up with a lot of money.
Yes, ma'am. That's
But
right.
that's a hit and miss though.
Yes.
Okay, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So then it goes back to work ethic,
Work
right?
that, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I always work there.
All right, just wondering if we were on the same.
I pick him because he work good. Leave him at the office 'cause he'll work
The one other thing I'm going to talk about is, so to go back to those first impressions, okay? We want to connect with the customers, but we need to learn to operate with boundaries, okay? One of the things I've learned in business is I am there to serve the customer. The customer does not need to know all of my personal details and problems and woes and issues, etc., etc., etc. When you're in front of a customer, you fake it until you make it. You dress the position you want to be in, okay? You want to be a manager? Show up like a manager. You want to be a boss? Figure out how to get one of those cars. The Hummer that he drives with all that
Yeah.
branding.
Joe, you good. You know you take too much gas.
But let me tell you something. When you're in front of a customer, how many of you been through orientation with me? Who's been through orientation with me? Everybody in this room should have already been through orientation with me. And I've told you time and time again, when you're in front of a customer, they're going to judge you within those first 20 seconds. They're going to judge you based on your skin color, whether you're white or black, green, orange. They're going to judge you based on your tattoos. Let's not add to that by saying things like, oh yeah, when I was incarcerated, I got this tattoo. Or, yeah, when I was out on the streets and I've been homeless and I don't have no money to eat today.
Not in front of the
People
girl.
say that on the job.
Yeah, not in front of the girl.
You'd be surprised what people say.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's some disrespect.
I promise you that I can't make some of these things up.
She ain't making
And I
it.
understand you guys wanting to be transparent and connect, but how well do you know the person across from you and how are they interpreting what you're saying? How many times have we coached you guys, hey, the customer doesn't need to know that you're new on the job. This is how you acquire experience. But if you make a mistake and your validation or justification is, well, I just started. You're not taking responsibility. You're trying to wash your hands of the responsibility. And now we've got two issues. The customer's like, well, great. They sent me some new guy that doesn't know what he's doing. Let me call the company and ask for a discount.
Or not pay the bill at all.
Or not pay the bill at all. But really, why does the customer need to know that you just started? But why?
I tell them I've been here 3 years.
Fake it till you make it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we looked at it as professionals and like we know what we're doing.
That's why they need to know that how new you
No,
are?
I said they don't need to know. How
They
to
don't? Okay, so they don't need to know.
Because they
Okay.
already feel that we
Professional.
outlook that we look. We are professional. We know what we're doing.
We know a lot of you guys are coming here and trying to reinvent yourselves, trying to get a fresh start, trying to do better for yourself. So don't go out there broadcasting what all you've been through. There's a time and a place for that. And at a new customer's house, when we're doing a move, trying to create a good first impression, it is not the place. Does that make sense? No judgment, you guys. There's no judgment here. Trust me, I've been in the clink too. So it's not like I'm foreign to that. But nobody needs to know that. And most of you guys don't know anything about me until I share it with you. Because it's really none of your business. And it's really none of the customer's business. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
And remember to coach each other kindly, okay? If you hear your coworker talking about some things that might not set well with that customer across from them, just pull them aside and go, hey, we don't talk about that in front of the customer so that they don't call back, okay? Really nice and quiet, okay? You don't gotta shout across the room, hey man, what you talking about? Shut up!
Mark Williams.
She showed us she got to have this stuff.
I think that's all I got for you guys. Frank, Barrett, anybody else got anything else? Hey, we did have an incident this morning. I want us to recognize it, and I'd like to do a prayer for him. If you guys believe in that, if you would bow your heads. Father, we want to thank you for this day that you've given us and the unity that you've given us to allow us to share each other's passions and compassion. Today, Adam had a situation, and he come into work even feeling ill, feeling below par, and he still mustered the energy to come in and follow his protocol and handle his business and be here for the team as he wants to be. Please look over him today while he's in the emergency room. Please give the doctors the wisdom and the patience and the heart to find out what could be causing Adam's setback. Please give him the rest in his mind and his heart and his body. Please give Adam some healing. Give him the grace that you give so many. Be on Adam today. Be on Adam going forward. And let our prayers speak to you so that you can speak to him and recognize that everybody here matters. The unity that you've given us, the company that you've given us, just to combine with each other and take care of one another. And today we need a brother lifted up. In your name we pray. Amen.
Have a great day, you guys.